Okay, we're back. We got a couple more samples to do and then some unknowns. Now this next sample is Fe. This is iron. Okay. Iron I'm put up into the flame. Oh, you can see some differences right there. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ah. Let me try one more time from the other side. Maybe I can get this to show up a little bit brighter. Oh, there we go. Little flash. All right. And last, we've got copper. Okay, this is copper metal. Cu. Oh, that's different. It's flashing. You can see what's happening, but it doesn't last very long. Let me try it one more time here. Okay, let me see if I can get it to stay. Kind of a bright green color, it looks like. There it goes. Okay, that was copper. All right, now you have that data. When you get a chance, you pause the video and come back to it when you need to. Make sure you fill in and just get some comparisons. You might have saw one that was yellow, but this one was a little bit more orange, or this one was darker yellow, or brighter yellow, whiter, whatever it is. Try to get a comparison you can recognize. Now, when you come back to this video, I've got some unknowns. This one is labeled unknown D. So unknown D could be one of these elements, or it could be a mixture. I want you to look and see what you can figure out. What's your best guess at this as to what might be the identifying element in this unknown? You have all those other ones to compare it to. So it's made up of something you've seen before or a combination. Okay, take a look at what you see and go, huh, here's what I think is in that unknown. Okay, that's unknown D. D is in dog. Next one is unknown H. H as in house. And here's what H looks like. Okay, let me see if I can get that a little bit better from the other draft on the other side. There you go, right there. Take a look at what that looks most closest to, and you can take a look and just rewind the video and try to compare visually. The last one is unknown E. Unknown E. Okay, so write unknown E down to one of those blanks. And you don't notice a whole lot there. Okay? Now that doesn't mean you can't identify anything. Go back at your notes. Go back to in the video and see what looked most like that, where I didn't notice as much of a change as everything else. There's a little bit of lightness to it there, but not much. Okay? All right, and the last thing I want to show you is years and years of students doing this in the lab, they tend to spill things in the Bunsen burners on accident. Even though I tell them not to, they don't seem to listen. They dump things in sometimes, even on accident, sometimes on purpose. So there's remnants of stuff from years and years of use. If I knock them loose, kick them free where the draft can pull them up into the flame, we can see what's actually down inside the Bunsen burner. Oh, and you might say that looks kind of like different sorts of fireworks. You're starting to understand where those colors may come from. It doesn't have much to do with reactions. It has more to do with what the element's made of and where its electrons exist in particular levels. Okay, there's a lot of stuff down inside that Bunsen burner. And as long as it's sitting there, it doesn't really do much, but when it gets kicked free and airborne, it goes up into the flame and you see those electrons get excited. And there's a signature to it. Okay? Now, those are called flame tests. We could do that with almost any element on the periodic table if we had access to it. And a lot of them will look the same. And if you have apparatus that can measure the frequency, you can tell exactly what's in something. If you don't have that apparatus, you're kind of looking for what looks different to the naked eye. And that's the samples that we picked here that you could tell the difference with the naked eye. But every atom of every element has a different electron configuration.